Well, it's morning, and what do you know? It's another cloudy, gloomy day in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm hiking up Guano Creek this morning, headed up to a pass up there. It's going to be a couple 100-foot climb, a 700-foot climb. And you've got these pit toilets here right along the road, door wide open. It actually doesn't look bad. I thought this thing was going to have a raccoon in it or something. And I thought the last toilet had a view. Yeah, I guess you can't beat that. Just one with nature. Got like 10 hours of sleep last night. Felt really good to catch up on sleep. Feeling a lot better today, in a better mood. It's warmer. Sun's coming out a little bit. I made it up to the top of the pass, 700 foot of climbing done. First view to the north. Looks a bit plain. And now I've got about 5 miles before I hit the hot springs, the Hart Mountain Hot Springs. The Hart Mountain Hot Spring just had a little bit of a soak. So right by the hot spring, there's this cold water creek that's flowing just feet away. I was able to wash my socks, my shoes, some of my clothes that have been pretty muddy. And so while my water's filtering and my clothes and my shoes are drying over there and charging electronics, nothing else to do but have a dip myself. It's just leaving the hot springs behind. What a great stop that was. Man, I feel like a human again. Didn't get a shower when I was in Plush, so it's been yeah, probably going on a week. And off in the distance there is the Steens Mountains. It'd be the high point of the Oregon Desert Trail, about 9,500 feet. Pretty intimidating looking with all that snow. It's way more snow than we've seen anywhere else along this route. So that's where we're headed next after French Glen. So Donnie was already at the hot springs having a soak when I made it there this morning. Turns out he camped about a half mile up the road from where I was last night. Of course, Heavy Tiva made it all the way to the campground last evening. He wanted to do this section in 4 days. I think Donnie and I were more like 5 or maybe 4.5, so it's possible we might not see him again. This is the Hart Mountain Visitor Center. It's the last water for 40 miles. I think I'll fill up here. Took 6 liters of water with me from the visitor center. I got about 62 miles to French Glen. It'll be the next resupply. While I was in the Hart Mountain store in Plush the other day for a resupply, the locals were in there talking about all the rattlesnakes they've been seeing over the last month. Crossing the road, running them over, killing them on their property. They just said they're all over. But yet, you know, I've hiked 300 miles so far, 310, 315 miles on this hike. Haven't seen a single snake. I'm kind of just starting to think they don't like me. Well, this piece of jasper got this really nice waxy feel to it. This kind of stuff though, you know, if you're tumbling rocks, it's cool and all that, but I don't really do all that much tumbling. I have one, but it's so time consuming. I'm just never home to complete a tumbling cycle. It's cool to see and pick up, but for me, that's about it. Well, looking ahead at the map, it doesn't really look like there's anything all that interesting between here and French Glen, 62 miles. So if it's just gonna be dirt roads like this the whole way, I've got a feeling this is gonna be like the Great Divide Basin in Wyoming on the CDT. Just kind of suck it up and do some big mile days and get through it, you know? Well, the road I was walking pretty much disappeared. It was barely a road to begin with. There was just so many rocks. Now it's like completely gone. Yeah, this road is long gone. This is just completely off trail now. There's no remnants of any sort of road here. And the map shows there's some sort of road that kind of like skirts high up on the hillside around this creek, but I don't see it. I'm just gonna drop down to the creek bed. That's gotta be easier to walk. It's gonna take me where I wanna go anyway. There's actually some water here. This is Rock Creek. A little off trail though. This is not marked on the ODT water source map. These last few miles have been terrible. Deep sand, tons of rocks to step over and trip over. Little stumps from like burned out trees to trip over. Tall grass, stinging nettles. Well, I'm on the road. It's 8 o'clock, hour of daylight left or less. Nothing even close to resembling a good campsite. It's either too rocky or too sandy. Had all sorts of zipper issues since camping in a couple of sandy areas in Arizona over the winter. Just tent has never been the same. Even after cleaning the zippers and, you know, clamping down the zipper pulls, damage is done. This is as close as I found to a campsite. Just gonna have to pull up all these rocks. Took a little bit of work, but actually not that bad of a campsite really. It's pretty flat, pretty level once I got those rocks out of the way. Yeah, not too bad.